guys and gals, Derry here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tangled Stars. So y'all, I've got some music in my ear I'm listening to while I record this video, so hopefully it's not too distracting. I'm just experimenting a little bit to see if it improves reading, if it hinders it a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, y'all, that's the point of experimentation, but let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up. And let's go. Alright, I think we're supposed to get that new CG soon. Okay. When I spent my summers there, we lived in a slightly wealthier area, but sometimes we'd get to visit friends and family in the villages. They really didn't have a lot, but the kids were so happy. They saw beauty and potential in everything. The land has a name as beautiful as its people. Varia. Varia? Where did I hear that name before? You alright? I only now realize I was frowning. Oh. Yeah, just thinking is all. He nods and looks back at the scenery. In the distance, a small red house had smoke flying out of its chimney. The windows seemed old and the little yard it had was filled with snow. In the middle of it, an orange dog was digging at something. Think we could get going? I'm starting to feel sick again. He seemed a bit surprised, but nodded regardless. Yeah, sure. The sun's gonna set soon, so we might as well make our way. Oh, that's beautiful. Jeez. And right was he. Slow as ever, the sun was caressing the horizon. Still a bit too proud to hide away as of yet. It lit up the snow in a deeper orange, and you could feel its warmth on your skin, even with the biting cold underneath. He smiled at you, and the further behind the mountains he went, the more he stretched his goodbye. The scenery was taken out of a photograph, and, as if on cue, reading my mind, Alder stopped dead in his tracks. What's up? I asked, confused, and he takes off a small bag that I had not noticed he carried with him. His hand plunges to his side and he fishes out his camera. I smile, and he looks at me for approval. Of course, I agree, and he urges me to get closer. He raises the camera a bit, stretching out his arm. I stand next to him, and there's still some distance between us. However, he motions me to get closer. Hesitation in mind, but I still do it, reminding myself of the facts. We're friends. Come on. You don't get such an amazing lighting every day, you know. Get closer. The picture has to be great. I don't initially want to, but nonetheless, I get even closer than I was. My face was right next to his, to the point that if I turned toward each other, we'd end up in a kiss. I was so close I could physically feel the warmth coming off of him, and the hibiscus was even stronger than before. Ready? Yeah, go ahead. And... smile. Aww, God, it's adorable. Ah, it's so cute. It's actually really cute. I steal a glance to him, and he's smiling again. How are you so cheery today? You're never ever this happy or talkative for that matter. He snorts. I guess there's no more reasons to smile lately. I look back to the picture, and honestly, it captured everything perfectly. The sky, the snow, his beauty. I might just frame it. Cute couple. Cute couple. Oh. Oh, okay. God, this excellent. Oh my God, this... they keep getting better and better like photos. On the way back, night has fallen over the streets, and with it the snow started to fall once again. Alder didn't seem too happy about it, but I was enjoying every moment of it. The way the snowflakes glide around you and the fresh layer of snow, especially in the night, is just one of my favorite sights in the whole world. He was walking two or so steps in front of me, his ears flat, clearly annoyed at the snowfall. Very carefully and very silently as we were walking, I bent down and gathered up a handful of snow, just enough to make a ball. After I kneaded it down, I was all ready. Hey, Alder? I tried to sound worried, so he turns to face me. After a questioning hum, he turned around and was met in the face with a mouthful of snow. Sorry, dude, I just had to. His expression remained still as stone, and that just made me laugh even more, to the point where we had to stop walking and I was clutching my abdomen. Oh my, that was about... In an instant, snowball after snowball bit my face. Nope, fair, I only threw one, ah! He didn't stop, and he kept bundling up snow to throw at me, so I had to retaliate. And just like that, we started a snow fight, where he was clearly having the upper hand. At a certain point, though, I managed to get the snow to fall down underneath his coat and shirt, and he was trying desperately to get the freezing thing out. I, of course, kept throwing snowballs and laughing like a child. Alright, that's it. He growls a bit, something I never heard him do, and before I knew it, a giant mass of angry fluff was rushing my way. Oh, shit, no! I started to run the opposite direction, looking back to make sure he wasn't catching up to me. My dumb brain thought it was funny, and let me tell you, laughing and running aren't a good mix. Because of that, Alder started to get to me, and he managed to grip onto my coat, making me come to an abrupt stop, but also slip. He didn't let the opportunity go by, so he pounced on me. And there we were, 2 grown adults wrestling in the snow in a random path.
Ha! Don't shove it down my throat!
Oh, wow, that's certainly a sentence you definitely want a stranger to hear you say. I tickled his side, his weak spot, and he managed to get on top of the guy, giving him a taste of his own medicine, which in this case was fresh snow. All right. Enough already. He was still battling me when he said that, but he did actually end it. He gripped my shoulders and threw me on my side, laying sideways beside me. We were both breathing unevenly, with the blood flecked on our cheeks, and dopey smiles plastered on our faces. I win.
Nuh-uh. I was on top of you at the end, so, I think I won, that.
Fine. Whatever makes you happy.
You make me happy.
I came out without my approval, and if it weren't for my already reddened face, I'd think I'd blush even more. His eyes widened for a second, but that was it. No other reaction. And so we lied there, our breathing still a tad shaky, but with one of his hands on my shoulder, and one of mine dangerously close to his chest. If I didn't know better, I'd say today was close to a date. Well, considering what happened with Derek, this could easily win as a date any day. Silence took over while we just looked at each other. Usually I wouldn't be able to hold eye contact with him for this long, but this time something was different. Something felt so different. Like something I can't find the words to describe to you. He kept looking into my eyes, and hell, I really did get lost in them. I lost track of time, of my surroundings, of my thoughts, of anything but him and his eyes. I can't believe that even after everything, after what I've been through, after what I know, my heart still chooses him. His hand moved to my neck, in what seemed like more of a tired manner as he just let it fall there. But still, his warm, soft hand was holding the side of my neck, and I had that feeling in my stomach again. This felt like Rome again. This felt like the Ferris wheel again, and this felt like a few hours ago, again. His thumb grazed over my earlobe slightly, and my brain did not register anything at the time. I was lost. So damn lost in him. He smiled at me again, but it looked different. A lot different. His eyes were still locked onto mine, but they became softer, more relaxed, and his eyelids seemed to grow slightly heavy. I felt a slight pressure from my neck, and only then did my fried brain decide to wake up and realize that he was pulling my face closer to his. All I could do was give into the... One second, y'all. I gotta pause this. The music is just distracting me, even though the music is quite excellent. Anyway, all right. All I could do was give in to the one instinct I had, and to close my eyes. Last thing I saw was him closing his too, as we got closer and closer. I could feel his breath on my lips, the way it was tipping with a tinge of fear, yet its sweetness drove the thought away. His hand moved to my cheek, and I swear it felt as if 1,000 flames were stored in it. Everything stops. Time, the flow of time itself, seems to freeze into place, not daring to move even a second forward as my anticipation rises. I wait, and wait for what feels like days, years, a moment I yearned for just as long, but it never came. My lips feel abandoned, frozen and dismissed, as did my soul. When I opened my eyes, Alder was sitting up, with his knees close to his chest, the same position in which I was in earlier. I felt a rush of embarrassment and confusion wash over me, to the point where I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to ask if I imagined it. I wanted to shout at him. I wanted to ask him why did he stop. I wanted to punch him. Just what the hell was that? Why did he go so far just to back away? Can we... His voice is quiet. It's broken and scared of something. Can we just forget what had just happened? But please. Damn. I stand up and brush off the snow from my clothes, my brain still full of fog. Did all this really just happen? What the fuck? I don't know. Me neither. I don't know anything. I don't want to lose you, so please, forget what just happened. For the time being, my mind was numb and confused and full of mist. All I could do was look down at him as he looked to the ground. Yeah, all right, is all I could muster. We should go. He stands up and walks past me, the cold air biting at my eyes that were on the brink of tears. Come on, we need to get somewhere warm. He looked back to me and stopped. I had not moved an inch because I really couldn't. I saw him in the corner of my eye, looked off in the distance for a second, contemplating. The next, he hugged me. What once felt warm and safe now felt cold and sharp. I'm sorry, he whispered to me. What? Ah, you damn lovebirds. On the way home, the feeling of numbness never left, but part of me was somehow ready for this scenario. Not the possibility of kissing, no, but perhaps the massive disappointment. It doesn't hurt anywhere near as it did with Derek, but it's more confusing. Way more confusing. As my feet heavily take a step, another in the fresh snow, my thoughts cloud my eyes as I walk mindlessly behind Alder. What does all this mean? He tried to kiss me. I felt his breath on my lips. I'm sure it's real. He's straight. But he's been acting so nice to me only, and even today, the picture, the closeness we had. But he's straight. Oh, sweetheart, he ain't straight. Trust me on that. And the time I played with his hair, and the time in the Ferris wheel, and he's straight. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was a dumb wish, wasn't it? I know you're enjoying this, cozy in your little dark corners. That bitterness tastes sweet on your tongue, doesn't it? I hate you. So much. So fucking much. Me or Alder? Alright, we're here. The blackness didn't leave my eyes yet. I could see him. He kicked the snow lightly underneath his feet as he awkwardly stood there. I guess I'll, see you tomorrow? Or at least when the solstice starts, if... Yeah. Yeah. See ya. He didn't look at me when he spoke, but he did glance once before he waved at me and left in the snowy, dark night. I stood there and watched him leave and disappear yards away, walking down the street, away from me. It felt weird. I felt hurt, but not so much. I was confused and a bit angry, but whatever it was, I prepared myself for the worst scenario, which came to pass. What does it all mean now? Is this the end of us? He wants me to forget what happened, but can I forget something like that? That glimpse of hope that was thrown at me? Can I let it go? What role does everything have with what I've seen today in that field of snow? The shards of a memory spread between the branches of my mind. What are you? Who are you? That night, my dreams are filled with regret. I think I cried asleep once or twice, and I might have woken at some point, but exhaustion pulled me back into sleep. My mind kept tormenting me with the same image over and over again, with the image of Alder looking bashfully into my eyes, fur sprinkled with snow and streetlight. At some point it stopped, and I was pulled back into the comfortable darkness for what felt like years. Years. And years. And...
Mom, wake up, please!
A high-pitched voice was screaming a few feet away. What soon followed can only be described as being hit with a log in your lower abdomen. It took the air out of my lungs, as it made me gasp for air. A metallic liquid intruded my mouth, and it seeped out from between my lips. Another hit came, and I felt my eyes open, but my vision was shrouded in darkness.
No! Mom!
Another voice, still young and high, but different all the same, screamed. The voices were sobbing. The voices were in agony.
Dad, please, wake up! Save Mommy!
A slap rang out around me after that, and I felt anger eat away at my soul, so strong that it hurt. The other voice screamed again, with rage, but the scream stopped as soon as it followed. It stopped so abruptly, with only a grunt at the end, the other voice quickly following after. I still saw nothing, but my face felt tense, warm tears streaming down my face, and my teeth clenched so hard that it felt as if my jaw would break off. My limbs writhed like a trapped animal's, and I tried to get up with such murderous intent which could put killers to shame. Such hatred poisoned me that no thoughts occurred in that moment, none but one dark wish. A scream escaped my throat, a sound which I could not make out, and a sentence, one which held a heavy weight. And I felt it, and I heard it, and I knew it. A cold, sharp pain thundered down my neck, and silence fell over my dreams once again. I wake up, but I lie in my bed for a while, not bothered with starting the day yet. The stream again. How did I get here? When did everything get so bad? I have to deal with this puzzle of a life, and on top of that, Fuck! I bite my lip and cover my eyes. I'm crying. Again. And I cry for a good while, gripping my face so hard my nails dug into my skin. Why does this hurt so much? I expected this. I knew it'd go bad, so why? Because he fucking led me on. Why did he lean towards the kiss? Just to back away at the last second? What am I, his fucking toy? He knows everything about me. He knows how much that would mess me up, so why did he do it? Why? Shut up! I'm not in the fucking mood for you. I sniffle and hug myself close, wishing last night didn't happen at all. And with that, I close my eyes and drift back into a world of nothingness. And my phone pulls me right out of it. With fatigue in my arm, I reach over to the bedside table and pick up the damn thing.
Yeah? Jonah, sorry, did I wake you up?
No.
Oh, alright. Alright. Well, I just wanted to know if you're still coming today. What? What do you mean, what? The ice skating. You've been looking forward to that for who knows how long.
Right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm still coming.
Alright, cool. Just, are you alright?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you say so. I'll be there to pick you up a little before 5, alright?
Okay, see ya.
Bye!
I take the phone from my ear and end the call, throwing it on my side and burying my face in the pillow. It's soaked with tears. A shaky sigh escapes me, and I manage to find the strength to push myself up, practically peeling myself from my bedsheets. It's way past noon, and I have around 2 hours at best to get ready. Fuck's sake. I don't think my body has ever felt this heavy before. Even brushing my teeth felt like a chore, and I won't even start on breakfast. I just feel so empty and sluggish. As I'm slipping on my socks, I reach for my remote and turn the TV on, needing the buzz to take my mind off things that shouldn't be on. And the deals won't stick around for much longer. The deals won't stick around for much longer, with the solstice being right around the corner. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.